Yep.
Okay.
We're good?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey CFCE, it's Neil and Heidi. We are doing the Member of the Month video for December. Heidi is our Member of the Month. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You've been a member with us for how long now?
A year and a half, but it's been like 6 months since I've been able to come regularly and I haven't been traveling.
Okay. Yeah, because there was a chunk of time, and then
About a year where
Yeah.
I was traveling like 2 to 3 weeks a month
Gross.
for work. Yeah, happy and stuff.
Okay, cool. So let's dive into our 11 questions from Tim Ferriss. Question number 1: the book that you've given the most as a gift. What 1 to 3 books have most influenced your life?
So the one I'm like on right now, have you heard of Meeting in Captivity
No.
by Esther Perel?
Yes.
Yes.
I have seen this book.
So I'm obsessed with it.
Okay.
It's all about like essentially relationships and breeding intimacy and desire in the same space, and it's just kind of a really new way of thinking about how to have like a healthy long-term relationship.
Yeah, she has really kind of stoked the fire of what it means to be in a relationship and have a relationship. It's
Yeah.
very interesting.
Yes, exactly. And she has a great podcast too.
Yeah, that's what I understand.
Yeah.
So, top 3 books or top 1 book that has most influenced your life?
I know this is like kind of controversial, but Born to Run.
Okay.
Ultimately, because I was like not working out for probably a decade, and then I read that book, and it's like what got me off the couch and kind of got me doing something active. So.
Okay. If it works, it works.
Yeah.
Question number 2: purchase of $100 that has positively impacted your life. Please be specific, brand names, etc., etc., etc.
I actually thought a lot about this one, and it has to be my plants, my house
Okay.
plants, because I'm like very much type A, and I like
Yeah.
all my things in their places. And I was like, I need to get some greenery, some life, and I literally have probably like 20 plants now, and they make me very happy.
Okay.
So,
Particular type of plant,
well, I don't know their names.
Mhm.
I know how much water they need, but there's one that has like really long stems and these little circle endings, and it makes me super happy.
All right,
Yes.
good. Number 3: how has failure set you up for future success, and do you have a favorite failure?
Yes, so early on in my career, I'm very much like black and white, or I that's my natural tendency. And I think an early failure was, well, this is the right way to do it. Why are we doing it this way? And kind of taking that approach with people and just forgetting people are people, they have priorities, they have, things going on, and just really realizing like gray area is a real thing, and like being right is not always right. So that was like an early failure in learning for me.
Okay. Question number 4: if you could have a billboard, what would it say?
Just be yourself. Like, stop trying to be anything other than yourself.
Question number 5: best investment that you have ever made?
Probably solo traveling. I like did not take a vacation for a long time when I first started my career, and then made a commitment like 4 years ago to go to 4 places a year.
Okay.
And it's been like life-changing. I've kind of learned how to enjoy myself on my own traveling.
Okay. So what's your favorite place that you've been to by yourself, and where have you gone this year?
My favorite place was definitely Scotland. Just because like the people there are so welcoming, I ended up at a bar listening to music and like just spent the night with a variety of locals. It was a blast. And then this year I've been to Chile, Argentina. Shout out to Blas.
Yeah.
I've been to Copenhagen, Madrid, and Ireland.
Where in Ireland?
Dublin.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Number 6: unusual habit that you have.
So I used to listen to Bob Ross to fall asleep.
Okay. Bob Ross, the super fast painting guy, his voice.
Yeah, someone recommended
I could totally see that.
And someone's like, it's a great way to fall asleep, but I was like, no, I want to learn how to do these freaking paintings.
Right.
So now I like do Bob Ross
paintings.
Yes, if you want one.
Do you? Yes. And 2: do you still fall asleep to Bob Ross, or does it now energize you because you get excited about the possibility?
I
of
never
painting?
could fall asleep. Someone recommended it, and I was always like, this is amazing.
Okay.
I don't want to sleep to this.
All right. Well, to go back to last Member of the Month, Gabe recommended one app, and I'm blanking on whatever
Waking
app
Up.
it was. Waking Up.
I actually have that app too.
Yeah.
Super good.
Number 6 is an unusual habit. Number 7, in the last 5 years, what belief, behavior, or habit has most improved your life?
Well, obviously CrossFit.
Right. It's a question that begs to answer.
But honestly, it's just the morning ritual in general. Like I've always been a morning person, and I just think like I get up well before CrossFit and just do a little meditation, journaling, just kind of have some space for myself, and then come here, and it's just the perfect way to start the day. So like doing that has been a huge benefit for me.
All of those too are part of Ferris's morning rituals too. I don't know if you're hip to his stuff. Yeah, he's really big into it, and there's like 2-3 other people. The 4-hour work day, the 4-day work week.
Okay.
That's like Tim's big on the whole 4 blah blah blah.
I thought there was a guy with like 6 things to do in the morning. Not
that
guy.
Tim is also one of those too. There's another guy that's out there that does that as well. You know, it's like drink a glass of water when you first get up, and meditate, and journal, and
Yeah. It's real.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. Number 8, best piece of advice to a college student, and best piece of advice to ignore.
The advice I always give college kids is, bring yourself to your job, bring your authenticity. You're never going to be happy at your job if you don't show up as who you are, and you're really not going to contribute to your full capacity if you don't show up who you are. So that's kind of what I preach to my employees as they get onboarded. And then advice to ignore.
To ignore. That you, well,
I can't send this to my parents if I say this, but not necessarily ignore your parents' advice, but I would say take it with a grain of salt. Different generations, security was a really different thing. And while they obviously have your best intentions, I just say,
Okay. Question number 9, bad recommendations that you hear inside your profession.
So I work in corporate finance, and it's, again, controversial, but I would say like taking and tying everything out. Not necessarily because that's a bad thing, that's a very good thing, but just spending time on the right thing. So ultimately your job is to support the business to make good decisions through kind of financial visibility. And if you're spending 8 hours to trying to get to $10 out of $1 million, that's not helping anyway. So just making sure that you're remembering like you work for a business and intend for a business objective.
Okay. Number 10. In the last 5 years, what have you gotten better to saying no to? What new realizations and or approaches have helped you get to that?
I wouldn't say it's saying no, but I was always just like filling my schedule all the time because I didn't like spending time with myself. I'm an extrovert and I take energy from other people, and I think just realizing like I can create a space where I'm like happy and content and fulfilled on my own. So I would say like saying no to people's invitations, or even more so just like making time during the week for me to kind of be on my own.
Hang out with your plants.
Hang out with my plants, yes, and water them.
Number 11. When you get overwhelmed, unfocused, what do you do? In particular, what questions do you ask yourself?
First of all, I go into a room and just like take a couple of breaths. And then and then I'm speaking professionally, but professionally, I like to constantly remind myself like big picture, like why am I here?
Right.
So I like truly, as cheesy as it sounds, like whip out my goals for the year and just read through them. And then so go really big and then go really small and go, okay, well, what can I get done today? And that can kind of like refocus me for the day.
Nice. Very, very cool. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully the audio was much better this time. New microphones. So hopefully that helped. December, member of the month. Heidi, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You got that.
Should we try the clicker?
Yeah, let's try the clicker.
And
Did it work? No.